directors from different schools and departments. They will come and tell you about the departments and tell you about the rules and regulations and so on and so forth, right? So please remain seated till 12:30, 1 o'clock, right? So we have multiple sessions afterwards. So once the inauguration or the inaugural session ends, please don't leave the hall, because you would want to know about different things about the university, right? So please be seated after the inaugural session is over and the guests leave the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, the dignitaries are about to reach the hall. Good morning, all. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of our esteemed dignitaries. I respectfully welcome Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Founder and Chancellor, VIT, Dr. P. Arulmodi Varman, Vice Chancellor, VIT AP University, Sri Sandal Kotawala, Founder and CEO, Alpheus Technology Private Limited, Hyderabad, and our guest of honor, Sri Richard King Chadragada, Region Head, Academic Alliances, Tata Consultancy Services, Hyderabad, as our chief guest. Dr. Jagdish Muduganti, Registrar, VIT AP University, Dr. John Pradeep Reddy, Deputy Director Admissions to the stage. Thank you very much, all the dignitaries. Without much delay, let's start the event today. So, good morning, and again, a very warm welcome to everyone present here. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the Student Induction Orientation Program 2026. Today marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in the lives of our incoming students. An induction program is more than a formal welcome. It is the first step in becoming part of a vibrant academic community, a place where ideas are explored, friendships are formed, and talents are nurtured, and futures are shaped. So to formally welcome everyone, may I now invite Dr. Jagdish Chandra Muriganti, Registrar, VIT AP University, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to the dignitaries on the dais, deans, directors, faculty colleagues, and our dear parents and then students. With this moment, we welcome you all to the Freshers Batch 2026 to the VIT AP family. We say family because from today, we shall forge a bond that will last for a lifetime. You are about to embark upon a journey filled with learning new things, exploring your interests, rise up to the challenges, overcome failures, and chase your dreams. In this journey, you are not alone. We, the faculty, your seniors, your friends, and your parents are the pillars of strength. The journey is not going to be easy, but the outcome is not ordinary either. So let us all redeem ourselves on this auspicious occasion to the noble cause of learning and living up to the motto of the university, apply knowledge, improve life. We once again welcome our beloved freshers batch of VIT AP to this orientation session. Thank you very much. We would like to extend our warm welcome and deep sense of gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Sri Richard King, Region Head, Academic Alliances, Tata Consultancy Services, Hyderabad, for accepting our invitation and gracing this event. A man of many achievements and tremendous contributions to academic community, Sir will guide you, all the freshers, on the path that lays ahead and how to achieve your goals. VIT AP family extends a warm welcome to you, sir. A dream that germinated 42 years ago in Vellore and grown into one of the finest institutions in the country with 5 campuses and 1 lakh plus students. Vellore Institute of Technology is the brainchild of our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan. Sir still dreams of an even bigger VIT family. He dreams of great achievements for all of us. He dreams of a developed India. He dreams of equitable India. He dreams of you becoming champion of those dreams. As always, he made it a point to come here and bless all of you on this momentous occasion, all the eager young minds who assembled here despite his other pressing works. Let us all welcome our Honorable Chancellor on this momentous occasion. Thank you, sir. Our beloved alumnus and a super, etc. senior to you, the guest of honor of today's event, Shri Sandal Kotawala, founder and CEO, Alphileus Technology Private Limited, is the right person you need to meet on your first day at college. He is going to give you the best advice and the finest example of how to go about from today onwards. Heartiest welcome to you, Sandal. A man who will lead us through in all our efforts and see us succeed in all our endeavors is none other than our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P. Arulmoli Varman. We welcome you, sir, and look forward to your message on the way ahead for the students. We like to welcome Dr. John Pradeep, Deputy Director Admissions, Dr. Kadir Pasha, Deputy Director Student Welfare, and Dr. Satyanarayan Badeti, and their teams who would be helping our freshers through the onboarding and then induction process. Welcome you, sirs. We welcome our deans, directors, section heads, faculty, and staff who would be helping our students in more detailed sessions that would follow after this inaugural session. Congratulations once again to all the freshers. All the very best. Godspeed.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, we have the guest of honor's address. Our guest of honor, Sri Sandal Kotawala, founder and CEO of Alpheus Technology Private Limited, Hyderabad. So to introduce our guest of honor, we have a video. So may I request our CTS team to play the video now.
Glaucoma, a disease that steals the vision of millions across the globe every year. Glaucoma requires early diagnosis to effectively manage it. However, prohibitively expensive diagnostic equipment has made it tough for people to receive early diagnosis and treatment. The company offers Intelligent Vision Analyzer, IVA, a virtual reality-based solution that can be used for screening of eye diseases such as glaucoma. Cumbersome experience while testing for his own suspected glaucoma, Sandal Kotawala studied existing diagnostic equipment and came up with the idea for IVA. About 12 million people are estimated to have glaucoma in India. Almost 90% of the cases go undiagnosed until irreversible damage has been done to their vision. With IVA, glaucoma testing is more accessible, cheap, portable, comfortable, and quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sri Sandal Kotawala to deliver the guest of honor address.
Very good morning, one and all. It is a great pleasure to be here along with Honorable Vice Chancellor, my mentor, Dr. Arulmodi Varman, dignitaries at the dais, and most importantly, all of you, my dear friends. My journey actually began about 12 years ago, where your journey is starting today. I was a student, so about 12 years ago, I was sitting in Anna Auditorium in VIT Vellore campus, and I was a freshman. And honestly, I was quite overwhelmed, right? Such a massive campus, a new environment, so many people, so many branches, and so many things going all around. I had absolutely no idea what the next 4 years are gonna look like. The only thing I knew about myself is I wanted to build things and I liked building things. So during school times, I'll take out motors from CD players and try to build a car or a robot out of it. But that was very basic, and that is all I had at my school level. So when I came to VIT, I realized that this is a place where you get freedom to experiment, freedom to build things, and freedom to fail, right? So even if you try something and that doesn't work, that's okay. So my first year, my experience actually came in my second year. My one good experience came in my second year. Somewhere in 2015, I was suspected of an eye disease called glaucoma. So for those of you who don't know about glaucoma, it's an eye disease where your vision reduces, right? And it happens over quite some time. So they suspected that I may have glaucoma, and I had to undergo a test. So as you would have seen in the video, there is a large machine. You rest your chin and do a test. And that goes on for about 30 minutes. I had a simple idea. Can I convert this large equipment into a VR headset? Nothing else. And mind you, I'm in second year of my college. I have no medical background. I don't know anything about medical device manufacturing or anything like that, right? But I just had a simple idea. Can this big equipment be converted? Can it be made smaller? And that's where my journey started. So at VIT, I got access to, physics labs, optics labs, and all the things we learn in our 11th and 12th standard, lenses, optics, image formation, all these concepts are actually useful. So we use those concepts to create an early crude prototype. So back in 2015, there was this 500 rupee VR box, right? You insert a mobile phone and you do something. So we took that 500 rupee VR box, created an Android application, put a mobile phone inside, and went to these doctors to show. And these doctors laughed on our face. This kid coming from college is thinking he'll convert that big equipment into this, small VR headset. But this is where I would acknowledge that someone who played a very important role in my journey, Dr. Arulmudi Varman. So, so he was the first person to tell me that your crazy looking idea actually has some meaning. He was the dean of my school then, and he said this has something, but he told me that you got to follow some medical standard. You need to understand regulation. You need to do a proper clinical trial. You need to understand ISO certification, ISO and IEC certification processes. And I'm like, why do you require all that? But slowly I realized that that's what it takes. And guys, what we don't realize today is next 4 years of your life, you'll have something with you which is way more valuable. That's your tag that you're a student at VIT University. That tag got me inside Arvind Eye Hospital. So for those of you who don't know Arvind, it is one of the largest eye care organizations across the globe, right? Being a I was able to talk to patients, I was able to talk to doctors, they gave feedback, and we improved upon our prototype. And then came events like Makeathon. So Makeathon is a hackathon that used to happen in VIT Vellore. And for 3 days, I had access to electronics, hardware, 3D printers, VR headset, right? Things which are, 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupee equipment. I have access to them to build things. And the progress we made during these Makeathons were more than the progress we made for entire month, right? 3 days of progress was more than that. So sometimes the beauty of this place is sometimes you don't need to, know the answer, right? Sometimes you just get to go in the right direction and try to figure it out, and things would fall in place. And eventually, what we started as a crude prototype became a proper device. We started doing clinical testing. We worked with doctor and researcher. And very interestingly, Arvind connected us to John Hopkins in the US. It's one of the leading organizations globally in medical care. So these guys came all the way to India because I was a student. They did not charge me anything for clinical trial or anything. They did a clinical validation of our device in India, published in globally reputed Journal of Glaucoma. And that's how, we got a global recognition that students made something that could really work. And then came another very important question. So Arul sir and Dr. Balachandran at VIT Business Incubator asked me, why don't you take this forward as a startup? That was a very scary question for me and my parents. My parents expected me to come back. So my mom was worried. And secondly, we were working with Arvind Eye Hospital. So those of you who know, Arvind is in Pondicherry. And when as a student, you're going to Pondicherry very frequently, it means you have some bad habits, right? So parents were worried, right? Is something wrong with the kid? So my mom came all the way to Vellore. Somehow she got convinced that, okay, this is okay. My son will be fine. And then I thought about starting this as a company. There were many questions that were unanswered. Who will buy it? How do we manufacture it? How do we sell it? And how do I build a team even to do that? But VIT gave me another opportunity, a student startup grant, right? So VIT gave us 5 lakh rupee as a grant. Imagine, more than money, it's a confidence. They're telling you, go try it, what you're thinking. If it fails, it fails. We'll not ask you the money back. So that's the grant from which the whole journey of Alphalius started. And I got confidence that I can register this company instead of sitting in placement. There's another thing I can look at. And that's when, by the time I was finishing my final year, I was in 4th year of my college, I registered a company called Alphalius, and we built Intelligent Vision Analyzer. We eventually commercialized this device that can do the same type of testing that the conventional device is doing at 1/10 the cost. The visual field testing equipments in India were imported. We did a device that was 1/10 the cost and made in India. And then, while I was still a student at VIT, I sold our first device. I still remember we sold to a doctor in Trichy, And we thought that he will definitely he'll return the machine in some time. So we didn't encash the check for almost a month, thinking that it's just a machine made from students and he'll just send it back. But he stayed, and he's still using the device today. So today the idea that today what started as idea has become a company and a product which is used by which is used by 350 plus eye doctors across 5 countries. And we have been able to take these technologies to places in Africa where they don't have money or means to buy the conventional devices, right? So they are having this single instrument that is catering 4 to 5 clinics. The most satisfying part yet was that today what started as just a question or an idea, we are able to actually deliver value to the society. And I got opportunities with this to compete at national and international level. So with institutes like IIT Bombay and startups across the world. So IIT Bombay had this program where they were selecting top 10 startups from India. We were fortunate to be among that, and they took us to the Switzerland. And we won there as one of the best startups from India doing this innovation. So what I learned is you don't need to come from an IIT background to do something meaningful. You don't have to have everything figured out when you are 18. What you need is curiosity and willingness to take the next step to build something. Because this institute will give you laboratories, it will give you professors, it'll give you mentors, it'll give you hackathons, it'll give you all the opportunities out there, but it's your job to take them and do something with them. So my suggestion would be go and build things. Don't spend your next 4 years in collecting grade. Study hard, absolutely. But also build something. Participate in hackathons, go to labs, talk to professors, talk to seniors who are doing something interesting. Join a club or chapter and do something meaningful. Do something that will satisfy you beyond your academics. So 12 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you're sitting today. I had no idea that one small idea in my second year would become my life's work. And I had no idea what I'll be doing for 4 years. Maybe someone sitting today in this auditorium will build the next great company. Maybe someone in this auditorium will be a great researcher tomorrow. Maybe someone will solve a problem that millions of people are still having. And maybe one day I'll be sitting there to listen one of your story. So once again, a very warm welcome to VIT. Congratulations on beginning your new journey and make most of your 4 years. I wish each and every one of you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your remarkable journey and inspiring our students to dream boldly and innovate fearlessly. Next, it is my privilege to invite Dr. P. Arulmozhivarman, Vice Chancellor, VITAP University, to address our students and parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Very good morning to all. Respected Founder and Chancellor, our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, a great visionary of the today's the modern India, a reformer, and today more than 125,000 students in the VIT family because of one single person is the Honorable Chancellor. Distinguished chief guests of today's function, Sri Richard King, the region head, academic alliances, Tata Consultancy Services, Hyderabad. Thank you, sir, for your kind presence today. My dear Sandal Kotawala, the founder and CEO of Alphalius Technology Private Limited. Thanks for your kind presence and given the enlightened story about the journey at VIT becomes the entrepreneur in this today's world. Respected vice presidents of the great institution, they conveyed the best wishes for all our newly joined VIT family members. on behalf of the VIT top management, they already conveyed the best wishes to all our the youngsters today, members of the board and the senior leadership of our the VIT AP family, deans, heads of the schools, department, respected registrar, our esteemed faculty and the staff members, my dear parents, and the most importantly, my dear, the freshers and the members of our the VIT family. A warm and gracious welcome to all of you to the VIT University. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome, join with our the registrar for this the freshers orientation program, which marks the beginning of the exciting and the transformative chapter in your lives. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt welcome and gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, whose vision and the leadership continue to inspire all of us and all the institution of our the VIT family. Sir, your the presence meant a lot for all of us. You have entrusted us with the most precious to you, the education and the future of this the higher education institutions to this the country. To all my parents, I extend my special welcome. You all recognized and interested as what is the most precious to you, your kid, to do the education and the future of the children's at the VIT. It's a great pride and the commitment. And to our the students, welcome to VIT. You have arrived here from the different parts of India, bringing with you the different language, cultures, experiences, dreams, and the aspirations. Yet, from today, you are part of one vibrant community that is a VIT AP family. ప్రియమాన్య నూతన విద్యార్థులు మీ అందరికీ హృదయపూర్వక స్వాగతం మరియు శుభాకాంక్షలు. என் அன்பிற்கினிய புதிய மாணவர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவரையும் அன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறோம். प्रिय ನಾವು आगुंत विद्यार्थी आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन हागे. ಪ್ರಿಯತೆಯ ನೂತನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಿಮಿ ಮೇರಿಗೂ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮತ್ತು ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട നവകാതു വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളി, നിങ്ങളെ എല്ലാരെയും ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. I thank all the parents and the students. You came to the right place and you are giving us the most important responsibility for taking care of the future of the kids here. At VIT AP, we believe that education is not merely about earning a degree. It is about discovering your potential. As Sandal has mentioned that you have to develop your question, mind, and nurturing your creativity and creating a meaningful solutions to the society. As you enter our university, I encourage you to embrace every opportunity that comes your way. Your classroom learning is only one part of the education. Participate actively in the research, innovation, entrepreneurship, students' clubs, chapters, sports and the cultural activities, community engagement, internships, and the international experience. Be curious and ask questions, experiment and collaborate. Never be afraid of the failure. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Our rapidly changing world, driven by artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, advanced engineering, biotechnology, sustainability, and the digital transformation demands the graduates who possess not only the technical competence but also critical thinking, communication skills, creativity, ethical values, adaptability, and the strong sense of the social responsibility. Therefore, I urge you to develop three qualities throughout your journey at VITAP. Dream big, learn continuously, serve the society. Like our Honorable Chancellor who built the great organizations for serving the nation, not only for the entire world. Dream beyond conventional boundaries, learn something new every day, and always remember that the true measure of the success, not only what you achieve of yourself, but also positive difference you make in the lives of others. Like Sandal has made that uh, making the lives for the others to see the world through the early diagnosis of the glaucoma. You are joining VITAP at the exciting space of the growth. Together, we are building the university that aspires for academic excellence, cutting edge research, innovation, entrepreneurship, global engagement, sustainability, and the social impact. You will have the opportunity to learn, accomplish the faculty, interact with the leading industries and the researchers, and become the part of the ecosystem that encourages and transforms the ideas to the impact. I also encourage you to uphold integrity, discipline, respect, empathy, and inclusiveness. Your conduct defines not only you are, but also the reputation of the institution you are representing. Let us build the campus culture. Everyone feels respected, valued, and empowered to excel. Dear students, your parents and their families have placed immense trust in you as well as VITAP University. Let us honor that the trust, hard work, perseverance, responsible choices, excellence in everything we undertake. As you embark the journey, you remember your future is not something you enter, it is something you create. May your years at VITAP filled with knowledge, discovery, friendship, innovation, leadership, and unforgettable memories. Once again, I extend my sincere, warm greetings and the best wishes to all the new students. Welcome to VITAP University, Amaravati. Welcome to the community where your aspirations become the achievement and your ideas can become impact. I look forward and witnessing your growth and celebrating your accomplishment in the years ahead. Dream, discover, innovate, and lead. Jai Hind, my best wishes for your successful journey at VITAP. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring words. Now it is my profound honor to invite Dr. G. Vishwanathan, founder and chancellor, VIT, to deliver the presidential address. May I request our respected chancellor, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning. Our chief guest of today, Mr. Richard King, the regional head of the Tata Consultancy Services. Our guest of honor and our old student, Mr. Sandal Kotawala, Alphilius Technology Limited, Hyderabad. Respected Vice Chancellor Dr. Arulmozhi Varman, Registrar Dr. Jagdish Mudikandi, the Director of Admissions, other professors, deans, directors, my dear parents, and the new members of the VIT family, the students. Very good morning to you. I always call VIT more a family than a university, because once you become part of the VIT, throughout your life, you will be with VIT. In fact, last month, I was in US Whenever I go out of the country, my first priority is to meet our own students. We have 26 chapters in US alone. About 10 to 12,000 students are working in US. Of course, our students are there in 84 countries now because the education which you get is going to determine your future. In fact, you come here, I say, to gather wealth because real wealth is not land, is not building, is not money, it's not gold, it is education. This is the only one which will remain with you forever. In fact, there is a Tamil poem, I don't want to narrate it, which says that education can never be washed away in floods, it cannot be burnt in fire, it cannot be stolen, it cannot be taken away by government, and if you go on giving, it will increase. It cannot get reduced. This is the real wealth is education. That's what you are going to get here. People generally, they restrict the number, especially the educational institution run by government. They will have more institution but less number of students because they don't want to spend much on infrastructure, appointment of teachers, salary, etc. But it's not like that. I always feel that this government of Andhra Pradesh, with Chandrababu Naidu as chief minister, is a model government in the country. They would like to increase the number of students studying here. In fact, he tells me that VIT should be in charge of at least 50,000 students. Now this year we have reached 22,000. Last year when he came here, we told him that we will do it. We said, we cannot wait for long. You should do it as early as possible. You should compete with Vellore because he wants this state to come up. Any state, any society, any country, if they want to come up economically, they should come up educationally. That's the well-known fact throughout the world. And all those countries which concentrated on education, particularly higher education, they've all become advanced countries. Still, we are lagging behind because we don't spend whatever is necessary for education. Both the state governments and union government, comparatively, the state government spend more, but the union government spends less. For the last 50 to 60 years, the recommendation has been that 6% of the GDP should be spent on education. But we have never crossed 3 or 3.5%. In fact, this year in the budget, I think 55 lakh crores, we have allotted only 2.7%. That's how it is the parents who are upholding education in this country. But for parents, there will be no higher education. It will be only a small fraction. But with all this, our gross enrollment ratio, you know it, between the age of 18 to 23, how many people get higher education is based on this calculation of gross enrollment, GER. Our GER is only 28%. In all the developed countries, it varies from 60% to 100%. Once China was with us, because that's the only country comparable to us in population. Now, they concentrate about 30, 40 years ago, they were with us, on par with us. In fact, in per capita income, they were lesser than us in 1990. Now, their GER is 75%. Ours is 28%. Our per capita income is around $3,000. Their per capita income is $14,000. That's because they concentrated education. Of course, education along with industrialization, improving the agriculture. These are things which makes a country great, developed, and that's what we want India to do, and we must take as many steps as possible for this. That's why VIT believes both in quantity as well as quality. We want to have more students. At the same time, we want to compete with the best of the universities in the world. Whenever I get 2-3 hours time, like people visiting temple, I visit a university in US or Europe and try to learn what is that which makes them so great. In fact, this is the year, on 1st July, we signed an MOU with Columbia University, first Indian to sign. Still, it has not been published because that has not yet been cleared by them. It's the Ivy League universities. You must have heard about it. The top universities in the West, they are called Ivy League universities. We have signed with them. And we would very much like our student to shine in their life. And now it is possible to get a very good placement. I don't know how many of you are aware. In fact, yesterday, I received a news that one student in Vellore, Chennai campus, has got a placement in Motor Q with 1 crore rupees per annum, which is not possible for any businessman, professor, or father to do it. And there is so much opportunity. Only thing is, we must prepare them for it. This year, we have already crossed 12,000 placements in all the 4 campuses put together. And our wish is 100%, at least 98% we should be able to get placement for our students. Last year, about 1,000 companies came for placement. This year also, we're expecting the same number. That's the possibility. Now, I would like to assure the parents, because some of them are worried. We spend so much money. What will happen after completing the studies? I am always concerned about the future of the students. I know that the parents can somehow get money and educate him, but they cannot get a placement for the child or for the daughter or son. So it is the responsibility of the university to get it, and we are doing it. We will do it for you also. You are going to be here for next 4 years, and I want you to use this time properly, usefully, so that you will shine in your life. Attending the class is very, very important. In fact, there are places where they don't insist on attendance. Maybe depending upon the place or countries. But it's not only just attending the class. It gives you how to be accurate in time, punctuality, discipline, everything is brought by attendance. And I was a student from a rural area, village. In fact, I used to walk 10 kilometers a day, 5 kilometers to go to my school and 5 kilometers to come down by walk. My father said we are too young to ride a bicycle, so I was walking. When I went to Loyola College, I had the opportunity to go there. I studied there for 4 years, 2 years BA and 2 years MA. In all the 4 years, I had 100% attendance. I would like at least some of you to do that. It is possible. And once you are a graduate from here and get a placement, of course, your first duty is to take care of your parents. If you want to worship somebody, the first persons are your parents. Then comes the teachers. I never forget my teachers. If I am something today, it is because of my parents and teachers. And you should be very close to your teachers. We have very good committed teachers here. They will see that everything is given to you and whatever is necessary will be done. And with this, not only the family, the society, the state, and the country will come up, because I am always interested. This country becomes a leading country in the world, and we must be able to do it, contribute our portion. And whatever we want to achieve, whether it's in the field of education, field of sports, games, or arts, whatever it is. See, Mr. Sandel has gone and achieving something in one area. Mr. Richard King is achieving in another area. This is possible. Only thing is you should concentrate on it. See, recently we saw the Commonwealth Games. I saw the 39 students, those who got medals, along with the Prime Minister. We saw the photo in the newspaper. We were so happy that 39 medals were got by our students. Without comparison, we are happy. If you compare with other countries, then you will become sad. Because the other country which secured 39 medal is Scotland, whose population is 55 lakhs. Our population this year is 147 crores. The other country which got 63 medals is Canada, whose population is 4 crores. Another country which is above us is 110 with 110 medals is England with 5.5 crores population. Number one country in the Commonwealth Games, I don't know how many of you follow that, is Australia with 171 medals and a population of less than 3 crores, 2.775, 2.8 crores. When we see this, we feel that we should have done better. But what is it we are doing? I want VIT also to take the lead. I would like to request the authorities to encourage those who are in the games and sports so that we will come up in every way. Actually, we should have been number one or at least number two, but it's not possible because we are not concentrating. We have ministry at the center, ministries in the state taking care of the sports and games, but we are not doing. I am telling this to mention that we should concentrate on everything, whatever we do, and ultimately we will win. That's what we want, and VIT wants to lay a good foundation for your life, for the state, for the society, and the country. And I wish you a happy future. And only thing is, I would very much like you to use this 4 years very carefully. No doubt you want some entertainment, some sports, games, very essential. You should play a game. But the rest of the time, I want you to do your studies, and we will help you. Whatever is necessary, we will help you. Many of you will be outside the family also for the first time, staying in the hostels. I assure the parents that we will take care of them, their food, their safety, everything will be taken care of. I assure the parents that after 4 years, we will hand over your son or daughter with a good placement and you will be happy. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your visionary and inspiring address. It is now my privilege to introduce our chief guest, Sri Richard King Chadragada, Region Head, Academic Alliances, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Tata Consultancy Services, Hyderabad. Sri Richard King brings with him more than 3 decades of experience in the IT industry, including over 20 years in senior leadership roles in Tata Consultancy Services. Throughout his distinguished career, he has served in positions such as Global Delivery Head, Country Manager, and Director of TCS Malaysia, and has led large teams across multiple geographies and international markets. In his current role, he works closely with universities and educational institutions across Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, helping strengthen academia industry partnerships and create opportunities for students through campus engagement, placements, and collaborative initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Sri Richard King Chadragada to deliver the chief guest address.
Very good morning to all of you, especially the parents and the students. This is a big day for you. First of all, I would like to thank the founder, Chancellor, Dr. Vishwanathan, VC, Dr. Arul, and my industry friend, Sandal, and all the various dignitaries, the deans, HODs, all present here. It's my privilege to be here on this big day because VIT You don't need to say anything beyond that. Everybody knows VIT. That's something which is built over these 42 years. There's one saying, where there is no vision, the people perish. But here, 42 years of journey, which started with a great vision, the people are cherishing and prospering. That's something which we see, and not only IT industry in India, but across the world, there is, every corner you go, as Chancellor Sir mentioned, 87 countries. That's a big, big achievement. And yes, for students, you know, always we say, I want a gift. And nowadays, if you ask students, what do you want? Probably they may say, I want an iPhone because I've achieved something. I want an iPad, or no. There might be so many things, but if you get a license, maybe you would want a two-wheeler and things like that. But I would say this is the best thing, this is the best gift a parent can give to your child. Right? And as students, if you have not thanked your parents, this is your time to thank your parents. Often in our culture, we don't explicitly say thank you. We take it like, no, it is their responsibility. Parent, you have to pay my fees, you have to take care of it. But I don't think so. So I know it might be an embarrassing for students. If your parent is there, maybe, this is your time to thank them. Students, if you can stand. I know, I don't, yeah. Are there any students or only parents here? Yeah, if your parent, if your father, mother is there, probably, this is the time, you can express your, gratitude, thankfulness to them, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for embarrassing you, but yeah, it means a lot for the parents because you wouldn't have realized what all they went through to bring you to this stage. You may not realize. Often we take it as granted. Okay? Honoring your parents is very, very important. And yes, the road ends, the spoon feeding road ends here. You would have come from various organizations, factories, and so on and all, but the journey ends here, and a new journey begins today. Right. That's something which will help you redefine who you are and create your new identity. It all depends on what you create here in these 4 years. As we have heard, there are 22,000 students on campus, and your batch will have about, say, I think 6,000 is what I heard. You might say 6,000, too many people, but I would say 6,000 is a great opportunity for learning. Even if you connect with one person for 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, I think you will not cover all the 6,000. That means it's a great opportunity to learn and collaborate because engineering is not just going through getting your grades. It is more of collaboration. It is trying to create. It is trying to invent. And we have a great example here with Sandal doing great things. And that is something which I'm really proud of you for coming across the problem. I mean, you had a problem and then you tried to see how you can address it, not only for yourself, for all over the world, right? Everyone. That's something which will be there. There are quite a number of problems which will be there, which are around us, and try to look for solutions. Yes, how do you look for solution? When you talk to people, when you come across a situation, you can ask how and why. What is that which you can do about this instead of just brushing it aside and say, this is there, accept it and then move on. But if you question, if you try to reason out, definitely you will come out with something. And the best thing what you have is the infrastructure, the labs, and more importantly, the experienced faculty here. And all this while, it's a teacher student relationship, but I think that will no longer be here. It is going to be more of trying to work together, trying to take their help, get mentoring from them, and then achieve great things. And of course, nowadays, any talk will have AI, because that is something which is becoming or will become a standard, something which, like, when we moved from a feature phone to a smartphone, now everybody has a smartphone. So AI definitely will become like that, and nothing to worry about that, right? We hear a lot of things, and yes, if you leverage AI for doing your assignments or doing your things, then obviously your intellect will go down. I would say use it as a good servant rather than a good master. And the way things are moving quite fast, right? Which means that the curriculum changes may not have happened that fast as compared to the industry, which means that you have to put in a lot of effort to get updated to with what is happening. It doesn't mean that you need to learn everything, but what you can do is learn something of everything, right? And everything of something. That means in one particular area, you be an expert. If you like AI, yeah, pursue it. If you like working with data, pursue it. If you like cybersecurity, pursue it. And if you are into core engineering, pursue it. But take the help of AI so that you can do things faster and better. And with all the infra available, and everybody has a phone, and any topic you can go through, so make your classroom a place to discuss rather than just, okay, the faculty comes and teaches and then you say, okay, fine, you learn something. I think be ahead and then have ideas, discuss, so that that will help you to cover larger part of the topic and get into newer areas. Yes, as Chancellor Sir mentioned, discipline is utmost. There is no reason for, you know, missing a class unless you're not well. Because, and don't say that I already know the topic. But if you know, you can contribute and make the classroom more vibrant. So discipline is something which is very, very important. And don't get into the mode that I know it all. Yes. So, of course, everyone will agree that creativity is the name of the game. You have to create. If we don't create, we are out of the game. The way things are happening, we have to be ahead of the curve. And yes, God has given everyone wonderful abilities, which means use your brain, right? So, of course, critical thinking is what we call it as. So use your abilities. And right, we, I mean, your parents would have gone through this Y2K, right? I mean, and now the children will go through what we call as Q day, which is coming up, right? And this state is quite popular for Q, which is quantum, right? Quantum Valley and all. And probably around 2030 or so, there's something which is called Q Day, which is coming up, which is going to really change the way things work. So by the time you are out of this university, I think you will come across this Q day and what it can. So get to know what you can do with that and then make a difference, right? As Sandal has mentioned, participating in hackathons is very, very important, right? And having the foundations is very important. While we have all the tools and technologies, but basics are basics. We need to have the basics. So please focus on basics. And the best part is each of you would have come from different backgrounds. Probably you might be topper in your school or college and all. But once you come here, everything is reset and everybody starts on a clean slate. That means everybody has equal opportunity, equal exposure, and equal exposure to the infrastructure. And that is something which each of you can leverage, should leverage. And right, so industry is looking for people who have done something, who can demonstrate, who can talk about what they have done so far, which means the internships play a very, very important role, right? Don't wait for somebody to say that, okay, in this semester you have to do a project, this semester you have to do a project and all, but start early. A project can be anything, any problem can be converted into a project, which is basically you encounter a problem, look for ways to solve it. If you don't have, you know, the abilities or the knowledge or the domain expertise, yeah, contact your faculty or contact your other department friends, and then together you can come up with a solution to the problem. Because a problem does not come as a CSE problem or ECE problem. A problem is a problem. You know, if your car breaks down nowadays, car is more, you know, electronics than mechanical, right? That's how we see it. So, you know, you can't say that, you know, I will only work in this. So when we get to the industry, we expect people to understand every area. So the domain is something like now, while Sandal has mentioned that, you know, while he was doing engineering and he did something in medical line, that is something. So he had to go through and explore and all. So that's how it is. And that is something which you look for problems, how you can solve. And technology can always be taught, right? But character needs to be built. It is very, very important because as you become leaders, because from VIT, we have, you know, hundreds, if not thousands within TCS in leadership positions. And as you will make a difference in wherever you go, the institution, you need to have real character, especially going through challenges and tough times. And integrity is very, very important. So that has to be, and that can be built over time. It doesn't happen overnight, right? So learn, experiment. It's okay to fail, not the subjects, okay? And it is fail in trying to come up with solutions, but please pursue. Persistence is very, very important because you're the one who will create your future. The platform is all there. It's a great platform, great university, and I would say there are no distractions. Next 4 years, collaborate and work with your friends, learn from your friends and the faculty and leverage all the infrastructure which is there. And also, you have great sports facilities, clubs, and various things. That's where you develop the skills which are required for working with people. When you play a sport, you have to go through, you have to work with the team, you have to go through pressure, you have to go through stress. There are so many things, right? Similarly, if any of the clubs which you have, you know whatever club or whatever you have, pursue your passion, and more importantly, I would say, have one academic goal. Have a goal every semester, have a goal, and then say, what can I do this semester? What can I do as a person? Right? You have 6 months. 6 months you can do a lot of things. And what is that you can contribute to the community and also to the university? Right? You can start contributing right from now, and even as you become an alumni, you can also contribute. That is something which you can. So, once again, I would thank you and all the best to you for joining this great institution, an institution which has a great vision to really make and achieve great things. And it can happen and only through your participation, right? Through you going through this every day, not just when the campus placement happen that you prepare for that placement, but every day as you prepare, you know things will happen when you have the skills, because now everybody is talking about skills. Nobody is looking at marks. Of course they look at to a certain extent, but skills are very important. If you have the skills, job is automatic, right? When you can demonstrate, nobody will say no, because you have been there, done that. So obviously, people look for it. And when we interview, we look for whether you are suitable for the team. If you were, will you fit on my team or not? That is what we look at. And if you are able to demonstrate, if you are able to have the skills, and of course, last but not least is the communication. When we say communication, it is articulation, is what I would say. How you are able to present your idea in a very brief, like now you get a minute to meet somebody. Will you be able to share your idea in a minute? Will you be able to share what you have? That will help you. So try to learn. I'm sure there are a lot of tools in the university for communication and all. Leverage your tools. So in closing, I would say, make it count for yourself, for your parents. And this is going to be something which will really make you great, achieve greater things. And thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for the inspiring words for our students and some very good advice. Now we move on to the felicitation part of the ceremony. So may I request our Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate our esteemed guests. First, our chief guest. And may I request our VC, sir, and Registrar, sir, to accompany the felicitation. And then our guest of honor, this felicitation is a small gesture of our heartfelt appreciation for their gracious presence and their inspiring contribution to today's program. Thank you, sir. Next, we have the felicitation of our guest of honor. Thank you. So as we come to the close of this inaugural session, may I now invite Dr. John Pradeep, Deputy Director, Admissions, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Dignitaries on the dais, faculty, staff, parents, students, a very good morning to all. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion, marking the students' induction program 2026. At the outset, I express our heartfelt gratitude to our Chancellor, Sir, Dr. G. Viswanathan, for his inspiring presence and for his visionary leadership that continues to shape VIT community. I extend our sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P. Arulmoli Varman, for sharing his valuable thoughts and for welcoming our students into the academic community. Thank you, sir. Our special thanks to our guest of honor, Sri Sandal Kotawala, for being here and sharing his experience from being a humble student and growing to be an entrepreneurship. Thank you, sir. I also express my sincere appreciation and thanks to our chief guest, Sri Richard King, Regional Head, Academic Alliances, TCS, Hyderabad, for his inspiring address and his perspectives on industry expectations and the skills required for future careers, which will be very particularly valuable for our students as they begin their academic journey. I would also express our gratitude to our Registrar Sir, Dr. D. Jagadish Chandra Mudiganti Sir, for his warm welcome and for his continued support in ensuring the smooth conduct of the program. My sincere thanks to all the deans, directors, staff, department heads who have contributed, and student welfare department who have contributed for this organizing this induction program and making our new students feel welcomed and valued. Finally, I thank all the students and parents for their enthusiastic participation and presence. Your support has added a great value to this occasion. With these words, once again, I thank all the dignitaries, everyone who has contributed to the success of the Student Induction Program 2026. Thank you all. Wishing our students a very happy, successful, fulfilling journey at VIT. Thank you.
So with that, we come to the conclusion of the inaugural session of the Student Induction Program 2026. On behalf of VIT AP University, I thank all our distinguished dignitaries, respected faculty members, parents, and our dear students for being part of this special occasion. And I would also like to announce the remaining program that is going to be there after 5 minutes, right? So I now request everyone to kindly remain seated for a few moments as we prepare for the next session of the induction program. And the refreshment is outside, so you can just go outside and have your refreshment and come back for the remaining sessions. So outside here, you can go for the refreshment and then come back later. So we'll break for 5 minutes.
She is not to be seen. I think she's just left. The session is over.
Dear students, once you have the refreshment, please come back to the hall, because the main event for where we are going to tell you about the academics and different aspects of the universities, the practicalities of being in this university is going to happen. Okay, so please come back once you have your refreshment outside. Also, a little announcement for the parents, like if you are feeling bored and you want to leave, you can leave, because mainly the event is going to be for the students, right? So if you want to be here and go through the sessions, it's your choice. But if you want to leave, you can also leave. For the parents, I mean, the students need to be here.
దీనికి క్లాస్ లేని సెపరేట్ అసైన్ చేయాలి మేడం.
Now I'm calling here.
I will respond to your see, some of them are very weak. Some people wanted to come inside, stand beside the and then come CDC ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు సార్? CDC ఎవరు మాట్లాడారు?
వీళ్ళు రాలేదు ఎస్టీసీ ఏమన్నా డైరెక్ట్ ఇస్తారేమో స్టూడెంట్ హాస్టల్స్ కాంటాక్ట్ చేసి హాస్టల్స్ అయ్యారు రాలేదు సంతోష్ అండ్ జర్నీ just
Welcome back. So next we have a session on the topic of academics at VITAP. So we have with us Dean Academics, Dr. Madhusudan Rao, who is going to talk about the academic, the academics at VITAP. So please welcome him. Yeah.
very good morning, students and parents. Myself, Dr. N. Madhusudan Rao, working as Dean Academics of this institute. I am fortunate to work in this institute for the past 19 years, 10 years in Vellore campus. After from the inception, I am working in the Department of Physics, School of Advanced Sciences. And I am taking care of the academics for the past 4 years. And I am in front of you to welcome you to the VITAP University on behalf of academics department. First of all, I congratulate all the students who got opportunity to study at VITAP University and choosing your studies at VITAP University. Now I'm going to explain about what are the major rules and regulations, what is the structure of the university, how will be, where you have to meet for any requirements or any problems we have. So all those things, just I will brief you about that. And very important curriculum aspects, how you have to study, all those things. Hope all are CSC BTech only, na? Just rise. Most of them CSC BTech, right? Thank you, thank you. So first of all, we'll move on to the what is the top management. Just now we have witnessed our Chancellor, Dr. G. Viswanathan sir. And after that we have Vice Presidents, Dr. Shankar Viswanathan sir, Dr. Sekhar Viswanathan, Dr. G. V. Selvam, and Dr. Sandhya Pantareddy. These are the next level of the management that we will take care of our university. Next level university management is Professor Dr. P. Arulmuri Varman, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Mudiganti, Registrar, next myself, Dean Academics, and Dr. M. Venkata Rajnikant, Dean Academic Research. And after that, if you see at just to university growth, this VITAP University has started in 2017 with students of around 600 students and 50 faculty. And year to year, it is increasing. And if you look at in 2021, it is around 8,000 students, and now it is increased up to 2026. Now it is exclusive students is 21,000 plus, and adding this scholars, it will be, as our chancellor sir mentioned, it is 22,000. This is mentioning about students. Okay. Now, what is the infrastructure that we have? You might have seen the buildings there, and the central block you might have seen, and other two are these three are the academic blocks. First one, central block, that is which we call it named after Mahatma Gandhi, so Mahatma Gandhi block, that one. And other two are Sarvepalli Radhakrishna block and APJ Abdul Kalam block, which we are in that building. Are you getting my point? and most of your classes will be in these two blocks. And second year, you will be entering into the central block, Mahatma Gandhi block. Okay. Now we have total 8 schools are there. Okay. And we have short names for the schools. For example, if you see School of Computer Science Engineering, we will call it with short name SCOPE. School of Electronics Engineering, SENS. School of Mechanical Engineering, SMEC. School of Advanced Sciences as SAS. School of Business is VSB. School of Social Sciences and Humanities as WISH. School of Law is VSL. And newly started school this year, that is School of Biosciences and Technology, SBST. Okay, am I clear? So like this, we have different schools and we are offering around 32 programs from all the schools. And if you look at the programs that we are offering in scope, that is School of Computer Science and Engineering under UG, BTech Business Systems, BTech Computer Science and Engineering, BTech Computer Science Engineering with AML, BTech Computer Science Engineering Blockchain, BTech Computer Science Engineering Cyber Security, BTech CSC Data Analytics, BTech CSC Software Engineering. These are the undergraduate. And later we have under PG program MTech integrated CSC and MTech integrated software and MTech computer science engineering 2-year program it is. Integrated is 5-year program. And under Sense School you can come across School of Electronics and Communication Engineering and BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering. Next BTech EC Electronics and Communication Engineering with embedded systems. Another one with VLSI and BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and the 5th program it is BTech Electronics and Computer Engineering. These are the 5 programs, and one master program is MTech VLSI Design. Coming to the School of Mechanical Engineering, we have 3 undergrad programs: Mechanical, Automotive, Design, and Mechanical Robotics. These are the 3 programs under Mechanical Engineering. So likewise, we have different programs in different schools. So majority is from BTech Computer Science is there. Just we can skip out the other programs for your information. It is I am telling. VSB we have Bachelor of Business Administration and BCom Finance, and MBA also is offered by under PG program. From School of Social Sciences and Humanities we have BSc Psychology and BA MA dual degree, and from Law School we have BA LLB Honors and BBLL Honors. And from new program this year started under SBST, Biotechnology also available. So let us see the top schools leading deans. Let me introduce that Dr. Sudhakar Alangno is the School of Dean, School of Computer Science and Engineering. Dr. Y.B. Pawan Kumar, School of Electronic Science and Engineering. Dr. Dilip Mohanty, School of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Jay Shankari is in charge HOD, recently joined. And School of Advanced Science and Engineering is led by Dr. Srinivas. Dr. Arun Kumar Sivakumar is Dean in charge of School of Business Science, School of Business. And Dr. Priyanka is leading the School of Social Sciences and Humanities, and Dr. Banerjee Chekka is taking care of the law school. So these are the school management. Now let me focus on very important aspect, what you should be very clear about your academic course structure. Okay, what are all the courses and all these things, complete in detailed thing will be taken care by school dean in the next level, school level meeting. Now this is curriculum structure, what you should be clear about that. For our basic degree requirement, you are going to earn 160 credits. What is this credit and all these things, you may get that out. Are you getting my point? So any course you are earning knowledge based on the quantity of knowledge you are earning by, in terms of, there should be some units, right? In physics you studied units and dimensions, right? So likewise the knowledge also here, in terms of credits you are going to count. So 160 credits and around 45 courses you are going to study in the 4 years of time. So if you look at here, the courses are categorized based on the type of courses as 4 categories. One is university core, next one is program core, next is program elective, and next one is university elective. Is it clear? So in university core, you are going to study around 23 courses with 80 credits. And this why I'm calling as university core, irrespective of the school, whatever the BTech program students join, all are going to study these courses, common courses. For example, courses from sciences, physics, chemistry, maths, from languages, English. Are you getting my point? Or foreign language, or humanities, entrepreneurship. So like that, such courses, commonly all BTech students are going to study. So they have been categorized as university core, and all those, most of the 80% of courses you are going to study in the first year. Is it clear? First 2 semesters, you are going to finish those courses. Any leftover will be second year in 2 semesters. That is very less in number. Is it clear? And not only that, some project courses also will be listed there. Your final semester project or 7th semester one project, and few more projects also will be doing in second year and third year also. So that all project courses will come from second year onwards. So those things also listed here, which are common to all BTech programs. That's why university core for this curriculum structure. Am I clear? And second year onwards, you are entering into the program core courses. You come across in BTech CSE itself different types of programs. So for all those BTech CSE or BTech ECE, are you getting my point? Or BTech mechanical, for that school group of programs, these courses are common. 10 courses, each course of 4 credits, 40 credits is common. That means whoever has taken different specialized programs, either AML, cyber security, data science, software engineering, whatever it may be. Within the scope school undergraduate, they will be commonly, they will be studying. Is it clear? So that courses comes under that category. And coming to this program elective, that is nothing but that specialization elective. And these 5 courses with 4 credits each, 20 credits, these courses only going to differ from one specialization program to other specialization program. Are you getting my point? Here you should be very specific. Normally all will be studying all that courses. If you are missing out any one course by the end of the program, you won't get graduation. Are you getting my point? Suppose you have taken AML. AML basket, what are the specific courses are prescribed? That alone, those courses mandate you have to finish it. Are you getting my point? So here I mentioned here these 2 courses, program core and university core in red color. There is compulsory courses, there is no any change in that courses. And in elective means there will be basket of courses, from that there will be an option. For suppose I said program elective or specialization elective, 5 courses you are supposed to do. In that basket there may be 10 courses. Out of interest you can take whatever it is. But finally at the end, the 20 credits of 5 courses you have to mandatory, you have to finish. And remaining all fixed courses will be there. So that fixed courses you have to finish it. Finally at the end, as per prescribed syllabus, you have to complete all the courses. Even 1 credit also less, you cannot graduate. Make sure that. Are you getting my point? And in the anyhow, there will be no any missing out of courses from this university core and program core. Mandatorily you are going to do it. But coming to this program elective and university elective, if you cannot do 25 credits in university elective and 15 credits in the program elective. Even also, even it is total credits is crossing 160, you cannot graduate. So whatever limit that you have to fulfill, mandatorily you have to take care. And whatever every semester when you are taking the courses, I will tell. Your school HODs or school deans will list out these are the courses you are supposed to take. You have to follow that one, you have to take. Is it clear? So that's about curriculum. Now, next important thing it is not only how you need to stick to the 160 credits. Here we have our unique option that design your own degree. Apart from this basic 160 credits, you have the opportunity to grab more knowledge beyond this through honors and minors and second major. This what is honor, what is minor means. Apart from that, for suppose BTech CSE you have taken, but you want AML knowledge also. Out above 160 credits, you can take 20 more credits from any one of the specialization that are available. Either you want AML or cyber security or data science. Additional option you can take, you can study that courses and you can get, it is optional only, not mandatory. If you are interested, you can opt it in the second year. At the end of the second semester, we will float that one. You can opt it. Based on our option, you can take the courses, one course from each semester. So from second semester to, from third semester to seventh semester, you can opt once one course from each semester. I can complete these honors or minors. This additional knowledge, what you want, you are taking in the same domain of the basic degree you opted, that will be honors. For example, any CSC degree BTech program opted student can opt within that CSC programs. For suppose AML student is there, BTech CSC AML opted. Still you want to do some extra in cyber security, you can opt it. Software you want to opt it, you can take. Are you getting my point? So like that, within that you are doing, that will be honors. Or you want additional knowledge in the VLSI or what I mentioned, robotics or you want. So that will be multidisciplinary. So that comes under minor. So you can opt either honors or minors, and that additional 20 credits you have to do. This is basic degree what I mentioned. If you go to the next one, that is either honors or minors, 20 credits you are either any one you can opt. This is optional only, not mandatory. Is it clear? Normally, to get 160 credits, every semester average 21 to 22 credits you are doing. That is sufficient enough in that pace to complete your degree for 160 credits. From third semester onwards, we give opportunity to take courses up to 27 credits. So there you can accommodate this additional learning to take either honors, to complete either honors or minors. Am I clear what I am telling? So in such a way you can grab that. And how will be your degree means, if you are taking honors, opted honors, and a BTech computer science guy opted a specialization in blockchain, then title will be BTech honors, computer science and engineering with specialization in blockchain. Or otherwise, a BTech mechanical engineering with minor in artificial intelligence and machine learning. So like that. Transdisciplinary you are opting, additional learning, then it will be minus. And your learning, additional learning is not limited to just 20 credits. Still one more additional option we have, that is second major. Bio, unfortunately, couldn't secure whatever the seat. Based on your rank, you got ECE or mechanical. Still you are interested to take CSC. So that for that also you can opt for second year, that is second major, which is 40 credits. You have seen the program, core 40 credits, na? That you need to repeat. In which program you want second major, that also you can opt. Already 5 courses you can opt through while taking 27 credits, 1 course extra, and some summer semesters if you stay back and do the remaining 5 courses, easily, comfortably you can earn second major also. Is it clear what I am telling? Okay. So just 10 more courses with 4 credits each, 40 credits. Is it possible? Means yes. Several students are completing. Some students CSC with management background, they have earned required 40 credits or whatever for second major. So like that, transdisciplinary you can take, you can earn that degree. This option is provided after second semester. We will give that option. According to that option, Every semester you can plan your course registration and proceed accordingly. That's about second major. For example, how the degree will be. BTech Mechanical Engineering with second major in Computer Science Engineering. Total 200 credits you are going to earn by end of the fourth year. Am I clear what I am telling? So next, this is the way, what are the options that we have? A CSC guy, honors they want to take, what are the specializations? Minor they want to take. In other domain, VLSI, embedded systems, electronics engineering, automotive design, like that. Minors they will get. Double major, what they will get. So like that, these are available. These options will be given, you can exercise, and this is for ECE guys, additional learning opportunities, and this is for mechanical program opted student who can opt whatever the required thing. So apart from that, these are all the, again, curriculum structures for other programs. Anyhow, they are not here. It's not of important to you. This is for integrated MTech creates a 5-year program, 20 500, 200 credits they are going to do. Any program on an average per year, 40 credits they will be doing. So accordingly, as per NUP, the curriculums for design and accordingly it is given. So these are the curriculum structures and credit distribution, how it will be. So we have well-equipped labs where you can spend your maximum time and grab your knowledge. Okay, to practice labs, not only you no need to stick to your just a curriculum, and you can extend your learning by using all lab facilities available and spending more time with the faculty and doing more projects also apart from the curriculum projects. So these are all well-equipped lab facilities are available. Apart from that, research laboratory facilities also, advanced lab facilities also will be available, 3D printer and all these things, PCB printers and CNC lathes and all are available. Whatever the innovative projects that you want to do or any hackathon, macathon purpose, you want to do any competitions you want to go, all those things for whatever additional projects you want to do, you can do and excel. Now just we are going into the other important. Now that is curriculum aspects I have told. Remain other guidelines, just I want to focus here. Your study will be planned in semester pattern here, and medium of instruction is English only. And 2 semesters are very mandatory, compulsory one, fall semester and winter semester. And fall starts from normally July to November. Is it clear? Since freshers little bit it starts little bit late. Your senior semester started July 14th. Okay, so end of the exams will be finished by November. And regular winter semester starts from December. Your winter semester also starts with them. Are you getting my point? So I am troubling you. Normally semester is 5 days a week. So this semester you have to bear to stay with me for 6 days a week. Such that we will join with the seniors and common timetable will be there. Comfortably we can finish your winter semester and at the earliest you can go for vacation. Are you getting my point? So, so your semester also ends by November ending. Final examinations of this semester ends by November ending. And immediately 2nd December onwards, your second semester will start. Is it clear? And apart from these two, there will be in summer semesters also will be there. As I mentioned, those who want to opt additional learning for double major or anything. And summer semester 1 and 2 will be there. If anyone for any health reasons, they couldn't do well in the examinations, they missed out or any land up any fail grades, they will be registering in that semester and they will clearing that courses in summer semesters. And then again immediately they will proceeding for that. Hope you won't get all such backlogs. Okay, don't hope, good one only. So this is the one already I shared to you. Yes, all of you come across the schedule, how it will be. Okay, normally since we make it as rush it and then we have to finish it, only here I mentioned CAT. Normally it will be 2 CATs will be there. For you it is 1 CAT, such that, and FAT will be there. Just you have to follow the schedule as whatever it is, exams timetable and all these things. And exact schedule of the exams will be given by Control of Examinations, Dr. Marka will provide you. So before that exams, 1 week before he will communicate when will be that schedule. Actually, timing it is for CAT, it is given 20th September to 5th October. Your first continuous assessment will start. Okay. And then FAT will be from, theory FAT will be from 23rd November to 1st December. And lab exams also will be there. Before commencement of that, 1 week before, that is lab FAT will be from 16th to 21st November. In 1 week it will be completed. Next week it will be the lab, theory exams will be there. So just be familiar about this calendar. Before going to that, your academics, you need not to limit to VIT AP only. We have a lot more MOUs with foreign universities. And IR department also will join this session. They will give more clarity on that one. That is international transfer program will be there. If you are interested, after based on your interest, you can opt for that. After 2 years of study, there are different types of programs will be there, 2+2, okay, or 3+1, based on different foreign universities collaboration what we have. You can plan your BTech degree ending at foreign universities also. Okay, that session will be there. There you can get more information, what are all the foreign universities that are available and where you can study, that you can think about that one also. So coming to the another important aspect of our academic system, it is fully flexible credit system. For this first semester only we are going to give timetable, a fixed timetable provided by academics office. Next semester onwards that you have to plan it. Like your travel plan, how you do, either train ticket booking or flight booking, based on how many flights are available, from which place to which place, or which, like that. You have to choose your timetable, which we call it as course registration, well in advance of the 1 month or for 20 days before the commencement of the semester. We will schedule it based on the courses you are supposed to study in that semester. What we call it as online course registration. There you will be choosing what is the timing, what is the faculty, what is the venue, where, all those things that you can choose, and you have to fix your timetable. Are you getting my point? Everyone will have their own timetable. So that is called what we have, fully flexible grade system. There minimum 16 credits to 27 credits is allowed. While you are doing that course registration, it won't allow you to stop, close it less than 16. First we will allow it to up to 21 or 22 to get all. After that, in final add and drop, that means another session will be given. At that time we need to take additional credits, whatever you want, up to 27 you can take the credits. So this is the way that online course module will be there. We will provide you the videos and we will make you some mock trial registrations also. You can be familiar about that. So this is how it looks like, and you can do that course registration on your own. And in this one, course registration types will be there. Any course that you are registering first time, that we call it as a regular registration. Are you getting my point? And other types of registration we call it as, that you can see here, any backlog you got it, hope that will not happen. Any course when you need to repeat, if you got a backlog, or you are not satisfied with the grade you got, you want to get any grade improvement. Are you getting my point? Maybe you have landed up for any D grade, E grade, or C grade, you want to get S grade, again you can repeat that one. Or sometimes the elective courses you have taken in program elective or university elective, a course you have taken, at the end you didn't perform well or didn't get proper grade, you don't want to repeat that, either for grade improvement or got any F grade. You don't want that course, you want to study that course, so you can take another course and substituting this course. So once you pass that course in place of failed course, it will be overrated. So you will get, we call it as course substitution. So that also will be there. So during registration process, these are the options that you will be having. By the time you will be familiar much, you can get the familiarization about that. So all those things, re-registration type you can call. So whatever we'll call repetition of study of a course will be again a chargeable one. You should note this point. Any course that you are studying first time, which covers under your tuition fee only. When you are going to repeat the course again, you need to get the resource. So additional you are taking resource, additional ordering. So each course 6,000 rupees will be charged for that. Please make a note of that. And then sometimes once you register course and in between you feel I don't want to continue this, you want to withdraw, it will be withdrawn on your own. So that payment will not be returnable, that one. Any registration will end up with final add and drop. In that final add and drop, you have to close your registration. If you don't want the course or any additional registration, you have to drop there itself. So when you drop it, no charge. If you continue it after Cat 1 or something you want to drop, so at that time, even you drop it also, it cannot be removed. Invoice will be generated. So likewise, this is the way how course registration will happen. After course registration, this is the way how you will get your timetable. Even your timetable also will looks like this. So what is your thing? Don't worry about, slowly you get familiar about this one. Wherever that green highlighted, in the timings you have to go to that class. Are you getting my point? If you observe here, you need to go with, that means light pale yellow means you have to take theory timings. Dark yellow means you have to take lab timings. A little bit deviated. Are you getting my point? So carefully check that one, follow the timings of that highlighted green areas. So here in that highlighted region, for suppose you take here C1, CSC 1012 is there. C1 is a slot timing. You can find different C1s there. There one C1 and TC1 and here also C1. So these are all different classes that is provided to that course. And then you can see CSC 1012 is the course code, whatever the course you are going to take it. For suppose it is a AML course and that is the course code. What that you have registered or what you have given. And there it is given ETH, that is theory class, embedded theory class. And then 135 AB1, that means room number 135 in AB1 building. So that is the information provided. What is the slot? What is the course? What is the venue? So you have to catch that venue, you have to go to attend that class. So this is the way, the timetable what you have to follow. So first year the semester course will be provided by end of this week or by Sunday it will be loaded to you. Just you have to follow according to the timetable from next Monday onwards to the class. Is it clear? Another important, whatever I have mentioned also that is already covered. This add-on drop session, whatever that online course registration is there, I told 2 or 3 weeks before commencement of the semester, regular registration online over. Within a week of commencement of the semester, there will be final course registration will be there, where you need to finalize your timetable. After that, you cannot change the timetable. So that is add and drop registration. Either in the first day or within a week it will be completed. And in the middle of the semester, you want to drop the course. Maybe overloaded or any reason you don't want to continue. At the end of the semester, you don't want to land up with any F grade or anything. At the time, you can withdraw the course. So for that course, you will get W grade. So that you have withdrawn. Any withdrawn course you are repeating also, it will be chargeable. Unless you can't do it and don't bear that one, don't do that withdrawn. Any repetition of course, even with withdrawal also, it will be chargeable. And substitution, as I already mentioned, grade improvement. And this is one important course, program migration. Whatever within that CSC also, you might have got some blockchain, but you are interested with cyber security or any other. So this is only as per merit. only 2% of seats can be migrated from one program to, based on the number of seats available in that program, 2% vacancies will be allowed to migrate. For suppose AML is 500 students are there in that program. So 2% of that one, 10 seats will be allowed. So if you get a good CGPA and whoever requested for this migration process and as per merit who opted this from AML to migrate to AML, so top 10 of requests received for AML migration, for the top 10 will be allotted. So if you perform well and you are within that 2% of that seats, then you can get a chance to migrate that. So that is another migration option that you have. And you can not only limited to your activities with academics, you can do the research with your professors and all these things. That also will be taken into the credits. And URE is the one we have providing to you. If you do well, publish papers and do go to the hackathons or anything, competitions, technical competitions, and get any national level or international level such things, all those things will be assessed and credits also will be given. So related circulars will be given, you can follow that. And this industrial internship co-op, these are the projects what you are supposed to do majorly are in the 7th semester based on the knowledge that you acquired from your core program, you have to do a project which we call it as capstone project in the 7th semester, which is mandatory to all. And in the 8th semester, you will be going for internship. If you secure any internship through placements, that we call it as CDC internship, they will highlight about that. And if you don't secure or based on your contacts, you got any internship, which we call it as non-CDC. And if not, you are supposed to do a senior design project in the 7th semester within the campus. So that is the projects you are going to do it. And coming to the one very important, which you are supposed to do after this, and a schedule also is given, EPT, English proficiency test, based on your knowledge or proficiency that you have, your next English courses what you are supposed to take is decided. Different level of courses will be there based on the marks you are getting and based on your preference. High you are good at they will give higher level course. If not properly, not to the up to the mark, you will give the low level course and easily, and then you will take the next level there. You will be studying 2 English courses. For that, if you are good enough, you will be doing second level and third level you will be studying. If you are weak in English, first level and second level you will be doing, which is as per the requirement of the curriculum. Apart from that, everyone will be studying one foreign language. So different language, foreign languages are listed here that we will be studying in 4th semester or 5th or 6th semesters we will be opting. So that's about language you are going to take it. So very important thing, I request all parents, make sure that your WhatsApp mobile numbers updated in the profile is correct or not. Okay. Find out your student, your ward's mentor. Every student is allocated with a mentor. Okay. After these sessions, students is going to meet the mentor also. And even parents also can get the contact numbers and contact them. Okay. So be in contact with the mentors, that mentoring scheme also, that mentor coordinator will explain about that. He is the first contact for the parents or students to any issue. Anything they will escalate to proper department. So make sure about the mentor, be in contact with the mentor every semester. What is the performance? Please check with them. And all parents can access our module, VITAP module. Parent login will be there. So SDC team will explain that. Make sure about how to follow up your work. Apart from that, mostly we will communicate to you to send your ward's attendance status, class attendance status through WhatsApp we will be sending. Make sure that the WhatsApp number is correct one, it is loaded in that mentor portal. Make sure that one. So the grades every semester released, and then everything will be shared through that numbers. Make sure that numbers is correct, and make sure that that will not be blocked to VITAP by your words. Sometimes this also will happen. So I request all the parents, make sure that sometimes they will do like that also in front of it. There is no any hide in front of you. Okay. So make sure that your phone number provided in the VTOP is correct or not. If it is wrong, check, contact the mentor. They can edit the number. Make sure that, and every information let your parents know about that. You also make sure that daily, at least one time, you have to contact your parents. They are leaving you here, isn't it? And they should not worry about that. At least daily, once before going to bed, make a contact. Papa, Ma, I'm fine today. One call, 1 minute is sufficient. Then they will be happy. Okay? Will you make sure it or not? No sound. Huh? Will you certainly establish proper communication from institute to parent will be available or not? You make sure that. Okay? Whatever efforts you are putting, you should reach them. You came here with their efforts, with lot of sacrifice. You should not hesitate anything to disclose them. Anything it is. They are not going to hang you. Right? Yes or no? So make sure that all the best. Thank you. Sorry. This I want to finish it. Attendance. So attendance is very mandatory. If, let it be possible, make it 100% at all the time. Okay. Otherwise, if the attendance is less than 75 in any course, they will not be allowed for the examination. Be careful. Either it is cat or fat. Just parents are make sure that regularly is going or not, check. Okay, you came here with so much of effort and spending almost 10 to 15 years, 12 years of study to come here to excel here. This is the time where you have to spend more time for studies and very less time for entertainment. Make sure that, and don't come down, bring down the attendance percentage. So make sure that any level of the examination from first class to that before 1 day before the commencement of exam. Don't take till last day. For suppose exam starts on Monday, attendance will be counted up to Friday only, not Saturday. So to that date, you need to maintain 75%. That is mandatory. Don't stick to 75%. Sir, 1% only shortage. No, computer will not listen. Yes or no? Huh? So keep buffer. Go to the class regularly. Don't miss anything. Any all of a sudden last minute, last week you got ill. Just you are on buffer till that week 75 is there. 1 week is gone. That's it. It will fall down to 60. Yes or no? Take care of your health. Take good food properly, and then maintain good health in the campus. Anything is happening means you are not following proper diet, and on right proper time you are not going to the bed. These two will lead to health issues. You are right time you are not going to the bed. Tomorrow you won't wake up. You will skip the classes. Then automatically it will lead to the attendance shortage. Then debar. That's it. Okay. How many of you feel that this is your enemy? If you feel that this is your enemy, then only you can excel. Otherwise, don't get addicted to this. People are suffering. So many students are withdrawing their program, minimum at least 5 to 10 every year, only getting addicted. Even they are very good rankers, 95% also. After coming here, there is no restriction on using on this. If you become victim to this, that's it, close. So make sure that parents also keep watch on that, whether he is going to the class or not. If he is not going to the class, he got addicted to this. Make sure that, see that this will not play with you. Okay? With this, I will stop my discussion. Thank you. And for any queries, you can reach out our office, academic.help@vitap.ac.in, and our academic office is in your classes where it is going to commence AB1, ground floor 36. Okay? Any doubts you have, just you can reach out us, we'll clarify and we'll help you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Sir, health center is available. Yeah, in the same building where I am staying, just right to my office, health center is there. Students can come there. Any emergency is also there. Health center, our team will take care. They will rush you to Manipal Super Specialty Hospital. All facilities are available. No need to worry about that. Thank you. If anything, just keep touching. Parents keep touching with the mentor. Find out the mentor. Already mentors are allocated. You can get their contact details in their VITAP. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, to talk about examinations at VITAP, may I ask the Controller of Examinations, Dr. Venkat Raja Marka, to address the gathering.
Check. Check. A very warm good morning to everyone present here, the students, parents, and my dear colleagues. At the outset, I welcome all the students who are joining this university, a grand welcome. You are stepping into a very important and exciting phase of your life, right? So your university life is not just going to be about attending classes and writing examinations and earning grades. Of course, it's an important part, but it's not the whole, right? So your university life is more about developing the knowledge, skills, and more importantly, the discipline and confidence that is going to shape your future, right? So just now the academic regulations and the credit requirements to earn a degree has been shared by Professor Madhusudan Rao, the Dean Academics. So our office, the Center of Examinations, will be closely connected with all the students in fulfilling their curriculum requirements through examinations and assessments, right? So uh, as I told, what are the types of assessments? Uh, in order to know that, actually you need to know about the types of courses being offered. In university, we offer standalone courses where theory only course or project only course or laboratory only courses will be there, right? Or there may be embedded courses. These are the three primary components, right? Theory, practical knowledge in terms of laboratories, or maybe you explore research and do project based learning. So standalone courses will be there, or maybe embedded courses in which two or more of these components will be embedded together. For example, embedded theory and laboratory course, ETL, and embedded theory and project course, ETP, and embedded theory lab and project courses, and embedded lab and project courses. Wherever theory component is there in an embedded course, theory component is considered the primary component, and in ELP course, embedded lab and project course, lab component will be considered the primary component. I'll discuss why something is called primary when I discuss about the grading process, right? So when you take a course, Dean Academics has spoken about earning credits. Earning credits means you have to pass the course. In order to pass the course, right, there will be multiple types of assessments. So and you have to earn scores in those assessments. I'll briefly speak about them. So broadly, the types of assessments that you will be undergoing will be divided into two categories. One is formative assessments, which come under continuous assessment marks, CAM as we call it. And in this formative assessment means as you progress your learning phase into that course, you keep learning, and how the learning is progressing, it will be tested in the formative assessment test. So in formative assessment test, continuous assessment test will be there, CATs as well, we call them CAT 1 and CAT 2, which will be conducted by the Center of Examinations. And there will be assignments which may include quizzes, right, group discussions, and maybe take home or in class assignments, right? These will be mostly conducted by the course instructors who are going to take these courses for you. They'll let you know the schedule of those assessments, and then they will conduct. Of course, CAT examinations will go as per the academic calendar released by the Dean Academics. Then when it comes to the laboratory courses or embedded lab courses, you will have weekly experiments. List of experiments will be given, and each week you have to complete that experiment, and you will be tested based on that, right? And then when it comes to project or embedded project courses, there will be periodical reviews, review 1, review 2. So how your project based learning is progressing, right? So then the next type of assessment is the final assessment test. Once entire teaching learning process is completed for that particular course in the semester, the final assessments will be conducted. Like for a laboratory course, lab FAT examination, final assessment test for the lab will be conducted. And for theory course, final assessment test for the theory will be conducted. These two will be conducted as per the academic calendar released by the Dean Academics. Theory FAT is executed under the control of the Center of Examinations, and lab FAT is executed by the respective school offices. Then for project embedded courses, you will be undergoing final review, which also includes report submission of your project, right? So that will also be executed under the school. Okay, so you may want to know, so just now I finished my examination, I couldn't do well, can I repeat it, right? So for whatever reason I couldn't attend the examination, can I repeat it, right? Redo it? No. So you have to attend the examinations. There is nothing like a makeup exam is going to be there, right? So what are the, I spoke about many components, how the weightages are going to be. So you'll learn more about this when you have access to your VITAP module. So I don't want to spend too much time on this. So your CAT examinations will be conducted for 50 marks each for 90-minute duration, and they'll have a 15% weightage towards the course related total mark calculation, right? And quizzes and assignments which are in the control of the faculty will be conducted for about 30% weightage, and the final assessment test will be conducted for 100 marks and for 3-hour duration, and it will have a 40% weightage. This final assessment test, FAT, is called the exam component, and the rest of the assessments are called continuous assessment components, right? When it comes to laboratory experiments or laboratory assessments, 60% will be for continuous assessments, weekly experiments, and lab FAT will be conducted for 50 marks, but its weightage is 40%. It will be rescaled to 40. And project-based courses, 50% will be devoted towards internal assessments or continuous assessments, and about 50% will be towards final project review and project report submission. Of course, based on the nature of the project, labs and theory, the weightages are fixed, but for labs, but for project, it will vary. For example, it's a final semester project, weightages will be slightly different, or it's a simple embedded project component in a 4 credit 3 credit course, the weightages may be slightly different, right? When it comes to theory examinations conducted by the Center of Examinations, uh, usually examination happen broadly in 3 categories. So far in your school days, maybe you have gone through only closed book examinations. You go with pen and paper, pen, just and other stationery. So you have to remember everything and write the examinations. So such examinations also will be there. We call them closed book examinations. Most of your foundational courses or fundamental courses will be in closed book examination mode, where you need to also remember things, right? Certain advanced courses of your program that you are learning, right? So there no longer this memorizing things is needed, right? So formulas are all you can take along with you, how you use them, how the concepts are used, and you can solve the given problem. You don't have to remember, but you need to know how to apply those formulae or apply those concepts and then solve the given problems. So such examinations will be there for your second, third year or maybe higher level courses. So they will be conducted in 2 ways: open notebook examinations and open book examinations. Open notebook examinations means you will be writing your own handwritten notes along the learning throughout the learning phase of that particular course. That notes you can take it into examination, and then you can review it in answering the given questions. So it's not copying. The questions will be at that level, right? So you have to review that and then you have to answer, right? They will not merely test your basic remembering ability, right? So how you will be able to analyze, how will you be able to synthesize, right? How will you be able to apply those formulae in solving the problems? That will be tested in these exams, right? In open book examinations, you can even take the textbooks into the examination hall, right? So the primary difference is that when you write your own notes, you prepare better, right? So more examinations are open notebook model than open book. Only few courses will be in open book mode, right? So this mode, who will decide this? In each course, the school which offers that course, there will be a course committee and they'll sit together, and how the examinations will be happening, they will decide, and they'll intimate to all the students through the faculty. And of course, the concerned school dean also, or maybe dean academics also, will communicate consolidated list of courses with the respective exam modes, right? So how the examinations are scheduled, as I told, mostly the examinations that are handled by the controller of examinations office will be scheduled as per the academic calendar, and CAT and FAT examinations, right? So the office of the controller of examinations will release the circular for examination, detailed examination schedule, course-wise examination schedule, approximately 2 weeks prior to the commencement of the examination, right? And then we have an LMS called VITAP, our indigenous LMS software. So in the VITAP, each of you will be having your own account, and the courses that you have registered for, when the exams will happen, right? What is the timing, schedule, everything you'll get to know at least 1 week prior to the commencement of the exam. Exact venue and seating that is allocated to you will also be made available there, but that will be released only 2 to 3 hours prior to the commencement of the exam, right? So who are eligible to take the exam? Every student who is registered into a course is eligible to take these examinations if unless they are debarred from writing the examination. So debar conditions were already discussed by the Dean Academics. You have to maintain minimum of 75% attendance, right? And also those students who are right booked under any indisciplinary activities, and if they are in a suspension during that examination period, maybe they are not eligible for taking the examination. So course withdrawal also has been spoken about. So after cat 1 you can withdraw a course. Once you withdraw the course, you cannot continue the rest of the assessments for that particular course, right? So certain important things that we have to note down, right? All the examination related circulars that are released time to time, we have to be very carefully looking into them and reading them and noting all the important points, because ignoring such circulars will come at their own cost, right? It may affect your course completion. Sometimes losing certain marks or maybe grade, it may impact, or may course completion also it may impact, right? So all the examination related information we have to note down very carefully, such as exam date, time, venue details and seating details, because I have noted down incorrectly or I didn't note down at all. So I skipped the schedule, I thought my exam is tomorrow, so can I take it? No. So we have to note down things properly, our information properly, and we have to attend the examinations very carefully. And carrying an identity card into examination hall is mandatory, because that's how your identity is verified, right? So so you have to enter with ID card. Without identity card you will not be permitted to take the examinations, right? We have to report to the examination hall on time. So usually at least 15 minutes before the commencement of the examination we should be there inside the exam hall, because mandatory checking process will go on. And in exceptional cases we may be allowed to enter the examination hall even after its commencement, but up to the 15 minutes time only. After 15 minutes into the examination commencement, we will not be allowed into exam for whatever reasons. So you have to be very careful about that. And there is strict academic integrity and fair examination process we have to undergo. So no scope for any sorts of unfair means during examination process, and there will be disciplinary actions who resort to any unfair means during the examinations, to an extent that if a malpractice case book is proven, the student may not be even eligible for taking in placement activity, participate in the placement activity. So one has to be very careful about academic integrity, right? So, and except for very few exceptional cases, there will not be any re-examinations. So exceptional or extraordinary circumstances under which where re-exam is allowed will be communicated to you time to time, right? So except for inpatient treatment for at least 1 week period where the student is hospitalized and not in a position to move, only certain cases will be given approval for re-exam very cautiously. So about 60-70% of the applications that come our way claiming re-exams will be rejected because they don't fall in that category. Very rarely it will be granted. Don't take it for granted, right? After the examinations for theory courses are completed, for lab or project courses there is no re-evaluation or anything. For theory based courses, evaluations will be done, and after evaluations are done, cat 1 and cat 2 examinations, your faculty will show your scripts and then marks will be finalized. For the FAT examinations, evaluations will be happening digitally, and then your FAT marks will be published. Then you can apply if you think that you did not get the marks that you have expected and you have performed for, you can apply for paper seeing. You can go through the evaluation and what marks are awarded for each question, and then if required you can apply for re-evaluation. So after revaluation applications are closed, the final grades will be published for that for the courses that you have registered in the semester. So out of primary evaluation and revaluation, better of the two will be considered for grading. Of course, let's say one student is not satisfied even after the revaluation. So still they have some grievance. They can approach the concerned school dean with the grievance, and the school dean will forward the grievance to the controller of examinations, and then we will form a committee to look into the grievance by conducting an appellate review of the answer script by an expert committee. So if it goes to appellate review stage, whatever is awarded, that will be final. If it is less or it is more, that appellate review marks will be final. So how grading happens? Examinations, evaluations, fine. How the grades are given? So if it's a standalone, every course component will be graded for, all the components put together will be graded for 100 marks, every course component, right? So if there are embedded components, embedded theory is per 100 and embedded lab is per 100 weightage. So how will we club them? We'll club them based on their respective credit ratios. For example, if you have taken a course which is a 4 credit course in which 3 contact hours theory and 2 contact hours lab, in lab 2 contact hours means 1 credit, and theory 1 contact hour is equal to 1 credit. So 3 credits in theory you are earning and 1 credit in lab you are earning. It's a 4 credit course. So credit ratio for the respective components is 3/4 for theory and 1/4 for lab. That means each 1 mark you have earned in the theory component, 0.75 marks will be going towards the grand total. Each 1 mark you have earned in the lab component, 0.25 marks will be going towards the grand total for the course. If it's a 2-3 course, so that means 2/3 for theory weightage and 1/3 for lab weightage. So in that ratio, the grand total will be calculated. And after the grand total mark M is calculated, then we will have another step, which is absolute grading and grading policy. So all the courses that you have registered will be graded in 2 policies, either of the 2 policies, absolute grading or relative grading. So far, whatever you have taken all the courses, probably you have gone through absolute grading policy. Absolute grading policy means what? Whatever you have performed, based on your own performance, you will be graded and given a grade. So all the lab only courses, project only courses, are embedded theory or theory only courses. Lab only irrespective of the class strength, project only irrespective of the class strength, it will be absolute grading. But theory or embedded theory courses, if the class strength is less than or equals to 10, it will be graded in absolute grading policy. All the theory courses in which class strength is at least 11 will be graded in relative grading policy. What do you mean by relative grading? In comparison to your peers in that particular class where you stand. Based on that, you will be given a grade. So for that, we will be taking class average and class standard deviation into account, some statistical measures, right? Once your grand total mark is taken and grading policy, absolute and relative grading is decided based on the strength or type of the course, you will not be directly given a grade. There are other conditions you have to meet. The first condition is that if there is an embedded component in the course, embedded theory FAT examination, you should score minimum 40 marks. Theory final assessment test, you should score minimum 40 marks in that particular course. And if it's a lab and embedded course, lab grand total marks, lab component related grand total should be at least 50. If either of these conditions is failed, irrespective of your total marks, even if it's 70 or 80, it doesn't matter, you'll get a fail grade in that particular course. Of course, these 2 conditions are not applicable for soft skills courses, which you are learning for enhancing the skills, right? So once the grading process is completed, you will be awarded one of these grades for the courses that you have taken. S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and N. F represents fail in that particular course. N represents the assessment is incomplete. Usually this is awarded for courses where theory component is there, and in the theory component, the FAT exam, the student is absent. So we have to know the reason for the absence, and if it is a genuine case or exceptional medical emergency was there, maybe we'll conduct a reassessment and then appropriate grade will be awarded. If the student is found to be ineligible for any re-exam, he will be given fail grade. Until that scrutiny process is done, temporarily an N grade will be given in that particular course. So if the student passes in that course, based on where they stand as per their grand total marks, S to E grades will be given, and the respective grade points. If a student earns S grade, so for each credit, 10 grade points will be awarded for S grade. In the same way, for A9, B8, C7, D6 and E5 grade points will be awarded for each credit, right? So S, A, B, C, D, E are pass. They represent passing in the course. F represents failing in the course. In addition, there may be P grade. P grade will be awarded to a student in a course if he has passed in a pass-fail course. So it is not taken into CGPA calculation. It's only for the fulfillment, like ethics and values, clubs and chapters courses, right? Extracurricular activities courses. Only passing is required. So in those courses, pass grade P will be awarded. In addition, there is something called U grade. You are taking a course just for additional learning, not for your credit requirement. You are a computer science student, you want to take some course related to robotics, only single course. You are taking it for additional learning. You will be given, we call it as audit. So audit courses, if you pass the course, it will be awarded a U grade, right? So how these grades are, letter grades are awarded. So if it's an absolute grading criteria, right? So if the grand total mark is greater than or equals to 90, S. If it's between 80 and 90, A. If it's between 70 and 80, B. And 60 and 70, C. And 55 and 60, D. And 50 and 55, E grade will be awarded. And if your grand total is less than 50, again F grade will be awarded. In relative grading criteria, as I told, relative grading is based on how you, where you stand in relation to your peers in that particular class. For this, the class average, I represent here as M, here with A, and standard deviation represented with sigma here in this slide are taken into consideration. If the average plus 1.5 times standard deviation, if your grand total mark M is more than that, you will be given an S grade. And if it's between A plus 1.5 sigma and 1.5 sigma A, and so on and so forth as given here, right? Of course, this S grade condition and fail grade condition, they are hybrid conditions. For example, let's say A plus 1.5 sigma in a class happens to be 85, right? So its hybrid condition, why I said its hybrid condition is that not everyone who scored above 85 will not get S grade. So if there are students above 90, so all the students who are above 90 and above that A plus 1.5 sigma will get S grade, right? So let's say in a class, right, A plus 1.5 sigma is 97 and no one has scored 97. So then that hybrid condition is relaxed. So among the students who have scored at least 80, top 5% of the students are top 3 students, whichever the case may be, will be taken into consideration and will be awarded an S grade, right? So for example, in a class with class strength 65, top 5% is 3 point something, so rounded up to 4. So top 4 students will be given an S grade. If the class strength is less than 60, maximum 3 students will be given S grade, right? So let's say in S grade condition, the least student in who are falling on the S grade boundary, let's say 60 class strength is there, and we have to give 3 students S grades, but in the third rank there is a tie. 3 students are there in the third. third rank. So all the three will be given an S grade, right? Let's suppose there is a class in which no one has scored more than 80. In that class, no one will be getting an S grade, right? Then next, fail grade also hybrid condition I said, right? In which way it is hybrid? For example, in a class, the minimum passing score should be A minus 2 sigma, right? So if A minus 2 sigma in a class, let's say, is 54. So it is in that case, that means in absolute grading, minimum condition is 50. But in relative grading, it happened to be 54. In that case, it will be relaxed and 50 will be converted, made to the new pass condition, right? Those between 54 and 50 also will be awarded E grade, right? So this is about a grading policy, right? So once in a particular semester, if you have gone through, let's say 6 courses, what is your semester GPA in that particular semester? So this is based on this formula, right? Sum of all the credit times the grade points earned by the sum of all credits registered in the semester. So for example, a student has gone through 6 courses in the respective credits are 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, and the particular student has earned an A in the first course, S in the second course, B in the third course, C in the fourth, and E in the fifth, and B in the sixth. So A grade means he has earned 9 grade points for each credit. It's a 4 credit course. 4 into 9, 36. And in the second course, S grade. S means 10 grade points for each credit. It's a 4 credit course. 10 into 4, 40. So for all the 6 courses, the course grade points will be calculated, which is product of credits times grade points, and the sum of all the course wise grade points will be calculated. In this particular semester, it happens to be 139 for this particular example, and the credits registered in the semester is 17. So 139 over 17, which is 8.15. This is the GPA of that particular student in the semester. Then another important measure of a student's performance is cumulative grade point average, CGPA. And CGPA, as its term suggests, it's cumulative to a particular point in his academic journey. Let's say after 3rd semester or 4th semester, the same way all the courses registered until that particular period, the respective course grade points sum over the sum of all the courses registered until that particular period will be taken. That ratio is called CGPA, right? So this is about the CGPA. These are all the things that you are supposed to know about examinations, right? So I understand that examinations are very important in fulfilling your curriculum or academic requirements and earning the degree. So therefore, our office of the Center of Examinations will be closely associated with you in fulfilling your ambitions of earning the degree, right? Right? We will try to ensure that the process is more flexible, right? And also fair, and it will be conducted with the kind of rigor that it requires, right? And seamless, as well as we'll make sure that the process of assessments is enjoyable, right? So yeah, it's not just about academics. You have to learn, grow, right? Acquire skills, extracurricular activities also you have to do. So more importantly, you have to learn, right? Participate and make new connections with your peers, faculty, and learn from them, right? And make the time that you are going to spend here counts towards establishing yourself as a future citizen for the country as well as to the humankind. Okay, with these points, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you very much. If you have any queries related to examinations and all, you can contact